Hello everybody and welcome to the channel Truck It Prowl. Are you tired of your mundane desk job and yearning for a change of scenery? Well, pack your bags, grab your keys, because truck driving might just be the career for you. First things first, as a truck driver you'll get to experience the open road, the thrill of the open road and all its glory. Wind in your hair, bugs in your teeth. It's all part of the adventure. And don't forget those lovely greasy burger vans. But seriously, truck driving can be a rewarding and lucrative career. You get to go to different parts of the country and meet different people, and it's an essential business to keep the country moving. So stay tuned. I'm going to go through the pros and cons and tell you all about my experience with the trucking industry. So welcome to the channel everybody, Truck It Prowl, another video here, pros and cons of being a truck driver in the UK. So if you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you're a returning customer, then welcome back. So I want to get straight into it and let's talk about a pro. The first pro, and probably the most important one to most people, will be the wages. Now you can earn up to £40,000 and possibly more depending on what type of work you do. Now if you're tramping, then you're probably going to be looking above 40,000 depending on what part of the country. However, there is also the opportunity of overtime and bonuses, etc, etc and so on. Now one of my favourite parts of the job, which is another pro, is the amount of different places that you get to go to. Places that you otherwise probably would never visit in your lifetime if you wasn't a truck driver. It can be a little village at the middle of nowhere, it can be another city halfway across the country, but there's just places that generally you just wouldn't go for no particular reason. However, with this job you do get to see most of the country, different places, meet different people and different cultures, just things like that. It's a pretty decent all-round thing to just be traveling about and spotting these new places. Now one of the negatives, or con if you like, would be you do end up doing long hours. Yet again, depending on what type of work, what type of company you work for. If you're tramping, you can be away for days, sometimes weeks at a time. Oh, excuse me, not feeling the greatest at the moment. You'll be away for long periods of time, so it can affect your relationship and your lifestyle a bit. So if you are quite you know, someone that likes going out with your mates, getting drunk and all that sort of stuff, then yeah, it's not something for you pretty much, because yeah, one, you cannot drink, because if you get pulled over and you've got even an ounce of alcohol in your breath, it's just not worth it. You're just going to lose your license and ruin your life basically. So you can probably drink one day a week, which will probably be the Friday night when you get home, Saturday recover, and then you don't really want to drink much after then. So by the time it gets around to Monday, you're good to go again. So if you're a big drinker, not a job for you. Now one of the pros I'm going to talk to you about is your health. Now I'm only talking about this because it's rather relevant to me right now at this precise moment. I feel like absolute crap today. However, I probably wouldn't feel well enough to go to work if I was doing a physical manual labour job, or outside in the rain, yada yada yada. I'm aching, I'm all bunged up, I've got a headache. However, I don't feel bad enough that I couldn't drive. So that's a big plus about this job. Although it will be a bit taxing when I get to the job, opening the doors, that physical part of it. It's only for a short while, so I can soldier through and I don't have to lose out on money. That's a brilliant part of the job. That basically, unless you're seriously ill, you can pretty much pull yourself out of bed and just crack on and get on with it. Another pro is that if you are feeling like crap, like I am, you get to your job and they tell you that you've got a couple of hour wait. You just sleep. With that said about your health, it's also very negative in one way for your health, as you do a lot of sitting down, which leads to temptation of just eating and drinking all day whilst you are driving. So as long as you have a strong mentality and a bit of willpower with food, which I obviously don't, then you should be okay. It is hard and it is difficult to make time to get down the gym because we do tend to do quite long hours. We are up early. However, if you're motivated, then it is possible. I just choose not to because I like my food. I have twins, they're 2 years old, that take up a lot of my time, so I just try and crack on and do what I can. If it wasn't for my girls, then I probably would be the size of a house. I'm just going to share with you some clips of a couple of buddies of mine and their thoughts about the pros and cons of the industry as well. Check it out.
Yeah, Sam. Hey. Yes. My worst thing is hours, the working hours, the amount of hours you work, and you're actually tired. Your social life is gone. It's anything between 10 and 15 hours. So yeah, it's mad. It's really mad. Yeah, where the normal industry is normally around 8 hours, but HGVs, 10 hours. It's mad. It's really mad. So yeah, but if you get paid hourly, pretty good though. The money is really awesome. But anyway, guys, that's just me. Anyway, guys, from Big Wheel Zach to Truck It Prail, keep well, brother.
Hello, fans of Truck It Prail. How you doing? I'm trucking around with Jono, in case you didn't know. See, there's my name. There's my truck. So, the reason I'm on his channel is because he's asked me to tell you one pro and one con I think about the job of being a truck driver. So, one pro is freedom of the open road. Once I get told where I'm going, what I'm doing, I'm pretty much my own boss to an extent. Get there when I get there, deliver what I got to do. Get quite a bit of freedom in this job to an extent. Obviously I've got to travel somewhere and do a job, but that's what it is. But quite free. As for a con, being a tramper out all the time, if there's any family emergencies and that, the thing is I could be miles and miles away. It's quite difficult with family sometimes being away. So that's my pro and con anyway. Hope you enjoyed it. Take it easy.
So if I had to say a pro and a con to the industry, I would say a pro would be the ability to travel across the UK. Like, you go to all these amazing places, see these amazing things, you meet people, like you just travel. You travel the UK, it's just nice to see where you live, do you know what I mean? That's my pro. The con is, and I always say, I love driving. The only thing I don't like about driving is not driving. And by that I mean when you're stuck in traffic, when you're in a traffic jam on the M25 or on the M6 somewhere because someone's had an accident and you're stuck in that traffic doing nothing. I don't like it. I don't like waiting around. I always have to be on the go, on the move. That's my pro and con. Like being on the move, that's a pro. Hate being sat still, that's a con.
One of the negatives, one of the cons, so to speak, of being a HGV driver is you don't get to spend a great deal of time with your family. I spend 3, 4, 5 nights a week, some weeks, sleeping inside this little box on my own. Having said that though, one of the positives is that I'm not at home with a family. So I don't have to deal with a hormonal teenager or a 7-year-old that wants to watch repeats of Bluey.
there you go, guys. So you've heard it from a few other vloggers there. What I'll do is I'll add their channels in the description, so you can go and have a look at their channels if you're interested. Thanks for watching the video. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video.
How it's supposed to feel.